Oh, I've been waiting for a long time for this. All the way from Russia. Here we go. I ordered my, what is this, RadiaCode? It is a gamma ray spectrometer. You can use it as a Geiger counter. It is super sensitive. It can sniff my stuff all the way across the room. If you want to go hunting for radioactive material out in the woods or in the mountains or something, this will tell you where it is for sure. You want to do some cool science experiments. It gives you a spectrum. You can figure out what kind of radiation source it is based on the spectrum, because the spectrum is like a fingerprint. It's unique for every radioisotope. And here I have a little vial of yellow cake uranium, and we're taking a spectrum of it right now. Of course, I had some other spectrometers also. Signal to noise increases the square root of time, so you have to run these for a pretty long time if you want to see the peaks. So anyway, portable, handheld, very cool. It comes with a charging cable, a USB-C, lots of interesting features on it. It's a cesium iodine crystal scintillator, and of course you use pulse height to create the spectrum. It'll basically, when radiation comes into the crystal, and this is selectively sensitive to gamma rays or photons, the higher energy, the more energy it deposits in the crystal, the bigger flash of light it creates. And so it can use that to build up a spectrum, and you can determine exactly what the isotopes are. It can link to your Google Maps, and I'm not going to demonstrate that function, but you can walk around and find out where the radiation is if you want. So today I'm going to do an unboxing of this. I'm going to set up the software for it, go through all the functions of this, and show you how you can export comma separated variables onto your computer and plot the spectrum on your own computer and do data analysis. Very, very cool. Look at that. Look at that. See, I got my spectrum in the background, and portable, handheld, very small, very cool device. And we're going to do some cool experiments with this, I promise. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, looks like it finally arrived. Wow. Look at that. Came directly from Russia. And look at that, Russian post. Very cool. Let's see what's inside this bad boy. Get my handy dandy razor blade out. Okay. Cut this package open and take a look on the inside. Very cool. Lots of bubble wrap. Okay. Very, very cool. Oh, look at that. RadiaCode. Okay. Oh, very cool. It works on Bluetooth. Let's take a look on the inside, see what we got. Okay. Here's our instruction manual. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so awesome. It's in English. Let's turn on the light here. Is the light on? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Operation descriptions. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Factory settings. Wow. Technical specifications. This is what I'm interested in. 0.05 MeV, which is about 50 keV. It's not quite as good as the other spectrum analyzer that I had. I think the other one I had went down to 10. So you could probably do some spectrum analysis, K-shell spectrum of elements to see what they are. Up to 3 megavolts. Okay, wow. Bluetooth adapter. Oh, they printed something on the inside of the box. Scan Electronics Company sets 12-month warranty. Okay, so this is the warranty information. Okay, very cool. And it looks like it comes with a USB-C data cable or charger. And here's our device. And I don't see a way to... It must have lithium batteries built into it, because I don't see a way to open this up, really. Looks like it's got some kind of things you can press here and a button to press there. And RadiaCode. Very cool, huh? Very portable. It's like a TV remote or something. Okay. And so I think I'll try charging this up and see. Actually, you know what? I have a USB-C charger already plugged into the wall over here. So let's just try plugging this guy in and see what happens. Okay. Looks like the blue light comes on. And I guess I'll just let it charge for a little bit. And we'll try turning her on, or try reading the instructions. Make sure we're doing this right. Very cool, huh? Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's unplug this guy. I've had it charging for a while, and I'm going to guess this is how you turn it on. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is awesome. Let's see if I can find where the radiation is coming from. Maybe it's over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It seems to know we got some good stuff in there. Holy cow. This is a lot more sensitive than my Geiger counter. Yeah, I do have some good stuff in that box down there. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out how to get a spectrum out of this. Oh, very cool. Okay, let's walk away. Oh, look at that. We're down to 0.1 microsieverts per hour, or whatever it is. Yeah, we'll get a little bit closer. Now this uses a scintillator detector, so it is a lot more sensitive than a Geiger counter meter. Look at that, yeah. It knows there's good stuff in there. Awesome. Holy cow. Yeah, let me turn this off, and we're going to see if we can figure out how to do the spectrum on it. Okay, that alarm is annoying. Actually, I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, look at that. If you flip it upside down, the numbers flip. It's got some kind of gyro in there. Oh, that is so awesome. Can I turn this thing off? Come on. Oh, wait, here we go. There's our spectrum. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, we're getting some peaks there? Holy cow. Look at that. See if we can figure out what's inside that box. I need to look at it on the computer, see if I can save this data or something. Settings, display units, counts per second. I think I prefer counts per second. Measurement units, dose, counts per second, back, dose rate, dose, screen, backlight, okay, auto rotate, oh wow, signals, sound, vibrate, light, on, clicks, on, connection on, power on, buttons, alarms, back. Bluetooth is on, language is English, time. Oh, it tells you how long you've been running, I guess. Escape. Okay. Device info. Okay. Back. Menu to quit. Okay. I still have not figured out how to turn it off yet, though. I hold that down to get this other menus, dose or spectrum. Okay. And that's the gear. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to turn this guy off. And then we'll try to maybe install some software to see if we can read the spectrum on that guy. Okay. Very cool, huh? Okay, so here we go. So I think I figured out how to turn it off. You gotta hold this button down here like so, and you get into this menu, and then you can use this up and down thing to move through these different selections. That's the spectrum. That's the regular dose right there. That's the cumulative dose. I'm not sure what the search does. That's the search. And here is the power off option. So you close it down, bring it down to there with this up and down menu, or up and down buttons here. And then you click on that, and that turns it off. Good, because I was making a lot of noise. Very cool, though. We'll have to check this out. See if we can get a spectrum on our cell phone here. Okay, so here we have our new detector here, and here is some uranium yellow cake. Okay, and let's turn this guy on. Okay, wow, that's annoying. So, okay, so let's put it on spectrum. We'll see if we can get a spectrum out of this. So you hold this button down, and I was looking at some of these different modes. Okay, here's spectrum up here. Okay, actually, before I do that, let's go to search. So search is kind of like, it just shows you a time progression bar chart. So as you move, if you're looking around for something, it can tell you if you've gotten close to something or not. So it gives you a history of it. So that's what the search does. Let's change it. So there's our search option. So I looked in the manual to figure that out. I want to do a spectrum. Okay. Dose, monitor, spectrum. Okay, so what they're telling me in the directions is that if you push up quickly with a short press, you can change between log and linear scale. Okay, so this must be log scale, and that must be linear scale. If you press down, you can change the energy range. Okay, so I guess it cycles through the energy ranges. And then a long press, I forget what that was. Oh, it resets the spectrum. Yeah, let's try resetting the spectrum, because how do we reset it? Yes, I guess. That's a good question. Maybe I hold it down. Okay, there. So now it's reset. So I guess the detector itself is right under there. And, it's having a lot of fun right now. I think I might want to turn those alarms off. Okay. And a quick press at the bottom was supposed to change the energy range. Okay, for some reason it's not changing our range here, and I believe that these bars here are the battery. Amount of charge on the battery. Okay, look at that. Supposedly you can save this data also and transfer it to the computer through the USB port or to your smart device through Bluetooth, your cell phone or something. Very interesting. It looks like it's building up some peaks there. Okay, there we go. So there's log scale. I don't know why it wasn't switching between the different scales until I did that. Linear scale. And changing the energy range. I like it to be spread out as much as possible because I'm interested in looking for peaks on this. Okay, very cool. Minutes, 18 seconds. Looks like that stupid alarm stopped going off. Okay. So maybe I'll let this run for a little bit and we'll take a look at this spectrum and what kind of peaks we have there in a little bit. Okay. Okay, here's an interesting feature. It looks like, oh, okay, come on. I'll just lay that down, what the heck. So if you just push this button quickly, it turns on the backlighting. And I think that might have not been turning on before when I had the light on my camera on because, oh yeah, see it's got a light intensity sensor. And so if it's too bright out, it won't turn the backlight on when you do that. Watch, maybe it'll turn off if I turn the light on my camera on. Or maybe you just can't see it. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I think it turns off when I turn my light on. Anyway, so it has a background light sensor, and when you push this button, like if you're in the dark, you can turn the light on so you can see what's going on in your detector here. Okay. Very cool. Okay, I'm just going through some more of the menu options here. So if you hold this down for a long time, you can get into these different menu options. And of course that's power off. That's the search menu that I shows you a time bar graph. Summation dose. Let's take a look at that. So it just shows you the average dose. Okay. Let's put it back on spectrum. And let's go up to the gear setting. Okay, so you can change I changed these accounts per minute. They were in other units, measurement units. Okay. So if we go down a little bit further, where it says signals, you can turn the sound off if you want. It has a vibrate when the alarms go off or other things happen, or when you click the buttons. You can turn that off, turn the light off. Okay. So people don't see things flashing. Clicks. Maybe you can turn the sound on, but you can turn the clicks off independently. Yeah, I guess so. Oh. And connect. Sean, I assume that is. Let's turn this thing back on so we know we're just doing something. Okay, we got the sound on, vibrate on, light on. Turn the clicks on. Connection is probably for the Bluetooth. Who knows, that might power it off too, I don't know. And let's take a look at the buttons. Here's the buttons. Sound. Okay, so it makes a vibration when you push the button, so you can turn that on and off, I guess. And alarms. Mode continuous, one shot, continuous, dose rate. Okay, auto scale. So I guess you can set different alarm levels maybe. Let's see what alarm 1 is. Okay, I guess you can turn it off, but it doesn't seem to, I don't know how to set the level on that. Auto scale. Okay. I guess you're just turning on and off the alarms, whether they make a sound or vibrate. Okay. Dose. Okay, this is, yeah. Back. Dose rate. Okay, so sounds, private screen. Let's just get out of this for a second. I'll go back into it because I lost where I was in the menu. Okay, display units, measure units, dose rate, dose, screen. Let's see what's... Okay, so backlight and rotate. And those are the different options here. Okay. Signals. Okay, I was hoping there'd be some option to maybe save the data and download it on the computer, but I'm not seeing any obvious way of doing that. That would be pretty cool if you could save that. Okay, let me look into this a little bit more. Okay, so here we go. They're telling me in the manual here that there's some software that I can get for my phone to download the spectrum from this guy. And so let's give this a try, I guess. They give you the web address, but I found it probably depends on whether this stuff is loaded on your phone or not. But a lot of times your phones will have something. Let's put it on close. So you can scan the QR code and see, look at that. It will tell you to go right there. Now let me unlock this thing. Okay. And, oh, there we go. Look at that. It's from the Google Play Store. We can install this software. Very cool, huh? Let's try installing that. Okay. And we'll open it up. Okay, so let me try this. Swipe down and we'll hit the gear thing here. Again, this is, I believe this is Oreo, Android Oreo that I'm running on this phone. And let's see, connect to Bluetooth. And let's try to pair a device. Device is available. Okay, there we go. So we can pair it that way. So we got to pair the phone to the Bluetooth. Oh, it wants a PIN number? Really? Huh. Very interesting. Usually 000 or I guess we'll try 000. See if that works. Not sure if it says. Okay, software for, so this would be the Android software. Okay. Something in the living room too, I guess. Pairing. Well, let's just see if that worked, I guess. Okay, so here is our icon on our phone. Let's give this a try. So originally it was set to USB, but we'll try connecting with Bluetooth thing. Okay, look at that. Now, after I did that, allow all the time. Okay, so it wants to pair, and I'm going to tell it to allow it to pair all the time. Okay. And I guess Okay, so we have a menu here, devices, application settings, device setting. Choose a device. Okay, so now when I click on the Bluetooth, it says that it is paired with that device over there. Okay. So, let's see, how did I get into application settings? Okay. So we can set pulses per second, we can set the language, the alarm codes, just disable device battery. Okay, let's see, device settings, devices. Okay, so that's devices, application settings, device settings. Seemed like I was able to go into the spectrum earlier. Okay, we'll just save that, I guess. Okay. So we hit OK. That says it's connecting to RadiaCode. Okay, so I had to hit OK at the bottom there to get this to do something. Initializing device. Application settings. Devices. Okay, I guess you can do a map of where you are, and it will record your location and the radiation there. Okay, so I exited and re-entered the device, and it looks like we have different settings up here. It came up with this stuff when I logged back on, and I'm not sure what that is. Well, anyway, this is the menu that I want to be in. For some reason, it wouldn't let me get into it until I exited it. So it looks like this is what they call searching or whatever. Tells you what the peaks are versus time. And let's go to spectrum. Okay, look at that. Looks like we have a spectrum here. And you can zoom in on it. Very cool. And it looks like this is the energy down here. So 900 and 192 kilovolts. It looks like there's a peak there. And another peak at maybe around 80 or so. I wonder if you can export this data. Okay, I'm not sure. There might be some other peak right about there. Again, it looks like it's pulling the data across from this guy. And we're able to get, we can scroll back and forth here. Oh, very cool, huh? Look at that. So we have a spectrum of our uranium. That is awesome. Look at that. There's our uranium here. Okay, so that's talking through Bluetooth. I don't know why I had to turn the program on and off. Let's see what view is. So it's got different options up at the top. That's view. And it doesn't seem to be doing anything. And activity. I'm not sure what that is either. But this is what I really wanted. And okay, so we can change it between linear or log scale, it looks like. So that's log scale. And this is linear. And what is that? No spectra yet. Dot, dot, dot. Gear. Calibrate coefficients. Okay, so you can do a calibration. Draw a graph. Fit only. Okay, so linear log. So a bunch of different options here. I guess you can change and save that. Oh, very cool. So let's take a look here. So we can get the spectrum onto our phone. I don't know if I can save it or not, though. I'd like to see if I can figure out how to save it. Very cool. Okay, so here's a neat feature. You can click on the different peaks, and it will tell you at the top what it thinks the decay chain is. So here it says uranium 238, 235, 192 keV. Okay. And there might be a peak there. Again, it says U238, 235 decay chain. Possibly another peak there. U235, U238. Oh, very cool, huh? I'm not really seeing a peak there, but if there was, it would be radium 226, radon 222, which is in the decay chain of uranium. So these purple lines tell you where these peaks should be for these different isotopes. Okay. And again, the calibration might be a little bit off, so it might have to be recalibrated because they're just doing a linear interpolation. Okay, so the peak there would be for thorium. So these purple lines show you where the peaks should be for these different isotopes that are in its data in its memory, in its data tables, I guess. Okay. And there is a calibration that they use. I imagine the different crystals might have different calibrations. So you might have to, they may not be calibrated exactly, so you may have to go through and do your own calibration. Okay. Of course, this stuff down here could be in the noise, because you can pinch this screen. So see, this is possibly noisy down here. But it does look like there are peaks there in this envelope here. And so I'm going to have to let this run a little bit longer, but very cool, huh? Okay, I was looking at the gear settings here a little bit more, and looks like you have different formats for it to export in. So it says CSV, which I always love. CSV export separator. Okay. So let's see if we can. We'll save Spectrum to library. We'll call this uranium 2. I don't like putting a space in there. Okay. And we'll go to our library here. And, edit calibration coefficients. What is that? Oh, I see. Okay. So you can calibrate the spectrum because those bins may not be exactly calibrated. Again, I still have that thing running, measuring more uranium over there. Share spectrum. Okay. And let's share it with oh, no. Share spectrum. Okay. With our mail. Okay, so I just sent that to my own email, and I downloaded it on my Linux computer, and I'm running some free open office software, which can do spreadsheets and whatnot, which I recommend everybody using, anything but Microsoft. Okay, I made a special folder, and here is my comma separated variables. Okay, look at that. So I can load it up in a spreadsheet. And let's just try plotting this. Okay. Insert chart. XY scatter plot. Oh, look at that. So we're able to export this data onto our own computer and plot it up. Very cool. So right from our detector here. Okay. I think this can do everything I want it to do. Excellent. We can do some cool science with it. Okay, here's something interesting. I have this on just like Geiger counter mode here, and if I go to my phone and pull down here, it's reporting exactly the Geiger counter measurement, so I don't even have to look at this guy. I could see it remotely on my phone here. Very cool, huh? Very cool, huh? Anyway, hope you find this helpful. I'm going to be doing more videos on this in the future. This is Dr. James, and thanks for watching.